Hi there, Andy here from Fit Body Strong Mind. Today I'd like to answer a question that I actually saw online yesterday. And the question was, how do I stop eating junk food? And I found this question really interesting because the answer is kind of in the question, how do I stop eating junk food? Well, you just stop eating junk food. But it kind of points to a deeper problem that I think a lot of people have. And it's that they quite simply don't know how to set themselves up in a position to win or to achieve what they want. They don't know how to create the conditions that will lead to the results that they want. And the example I gave yesterday when I was answering this gentleman's question was, well, first of all, have a think about all the situations where eating junk food is a problem. So, first of all, how do I stop eating junk food is quite a broad question. So, what is the real problem? Do you do you go to McDonald's instead of cooking at home? Do you order in a pizza instead of cooking at home? Is it a laziness issue? Is it something, do you not know how to cook? Or is it the fact that you eat snacks all day, you eat biscuits in between meals and you eat crisps and chocolate or whatever, and you can't stop eating those things between meals? So really it depends what the real question is. And when I say the real question, if the initial question is how do I stop eating junk food, the real question is, well, why are you eating junk food in the first place? What's the cause? Is it boredom? So, for example, if you work from home or you're at home all day for whatever reason, do you out of boredom do you just reach into the fridge for something unhealthy, or do you reach into the cupboard for something unhealthy? Or is it the fact that you don't like the taste of healthy food? Or is it the fact that when you go to the supermarket, you're always hungry, so you automatically buy stuff that's going to give you immediate gratification for your hunger? And that's what I mean by digging a little bit deeper and finding out, okay, what are the triggers? What are the triggers? What's causing you to eat junk food in the first place? Because only by understanding what's causing you to eat junk food in the first place can you actually address the underlying issue. And once you know the underlying issue, you have to think of all the situations and all the scenarios where you eat junk food and ask yourself, okay, why in this situation do I eat junk food, and what can I do about this specific situation? So, an example from myself is when I go out and drink, I used to always get takeaway food after the night out, always, even though I was extremely health conscious and all the rest of it. There was a part of me that for some reason I couldn't go out on a night out and not get food after drinking. And what I realised is, well, there's only so many things I can do about this. I can either go out and not drink, or I can, after drinking, I can find another way to eat something healthy after a night out, because very often you just want to eat something, right? Or I can find another way. I can set some kind of reminder on my phone that an alarm goes off, so that it kind of triggers my mind to not go and get takeaway food. Or I can have someone with me and say to them, look, later on, don't let me go and get any takeaway food. So it's just one example. For you, it might be every time you go to the supermarket, you buy junk food because you're hungry when you're there. So the answer, of course, is to make sure you eat before going shopping, before going food shopping. That's just one example. And if you're the kind of person that reaches into the cupboard when you're bored in the house, well, maybe you need to not buy the stuff so it's not in the house, and have stuff in the house that when you do get hungry or when you are bored, you just want to eat something, you've got something healthy to hand, a protein shake, some fruit, protein bar, some nuts, whatever it might be. But essentially, how do I stop eating junk food? There's not just one mindset answer to that. If you're mentally strong enough to say, okay, from now on I'm never going to eat junk food again, more power to you, but it's very unusual that you're going to be that kind of person. Usually it's a process, and you have to work out what the triggers are and then address them individually and all the individual situations. And over time, that becomes a habit. Those correct actions that you want to take become ingrained habits, but you do have to learn what the triggers are and how to overcome them and how to combat those specific situations when they arise. So that's my advice on how to stop eating junk food. It's not easy. because junk food and instant gratification has a big hold over us, and it can be very, very addictive. But like anything, you just have to work out what the new habits are you want to replace the old ones with, because that's key. You can't just expect to stop doing something. You have to have something else to replace it. So knowing that, you have to work out what are the situations that I'm eating junk food, why is it, and in each situation, what can I put in place so that when that trigger comes up, I have another option to go for and I don't have to go for that junk food option. Good luck and thanks for watching.